Hey, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you're going to learn about creating a new brush in Photoshop. So you can create a custom brush in Photoshop, although there are a lot of brush that are predefined in Photoshop. So now just click over the background layer. We have an image of a fire and we will just hide this dark color in the background. So we just need to do blend if, and in the blend if, because this option of a solid color, there are different colors. You can select green, gray or other color. So just slide this darker section slider towards the brighter segment. So slide from this layer towards the center. So this way we will remove the background color, the dark colors of this photo, and with the flame we got clear dark background and we only want the flames to appear. Okay, so we will be using the flames of this photo as a brush, as a new brush. It could be used in a variety of things. So you can use this blend if. So you just need to double click this layer option and you got this option. And you can adjust this slider. Sometimes there could be different photos where you want to keep the dark sections and remove the bright sections. So that way you have to slide the brighter section. Here it is. We have extracted this photo and now just add a solid color, a new layer, make it black and keep it in the background. Here we have created this brush and you can clearly see what segments are covered. Once you are sure, you can continue or you can just double click again and change the value of the blend if value. You can use the dark slider one more time and once you are confirmed, just hit OK. So here it is. We have added this dark background just to clearly look how the brush will appear. Okay, so once you are satisfied, you can move on. Otherwise, just change the value of the slider from the dark to the brighter section or reverse if you want. So here we have just turned off this dark mode and next we just need to select our brush. Don't forget to remove the background layer because we just want few components to be part of the image. Alternatively, you can use a different selection tool like lasso tool, the brush tool, quick selection, and anything else that you want. So here I'm using the polygonal lasso, and once it is selected, just go to edit, define brush preset. So just go to edit, define brush preset. So once you click this option, you have to provide a name of your new brush, and here I'm just providing fire brush 101. So we can find our brush with this name, and here you can see their number is also generated 3071, and we can refer to this number for this custom brush that we have created. So hit OK once you are done, and here by default your brush is selected, this newly created fire brush, and here you can just paint it over the photo or any solid layer or anything, and you can create a new Photoshop file, PST file, and here this is the white color. You can create a new solid with any color. So let's make it black, and here use the same paint brush tool, and by default our brush is selected, and we can paint over this photo. Because our photo was in high definition and by default the brush size is very high, we can reduce the size of the brush, otherwise it is getting out of the canvas. Okay, you can go to the painting mode to get control of all the brush options, and you can slide down. Our custom brush is always in the could be found in the lower direction of this brush preset. Okay, so it has been created. You can use another kind of brush also, you can change around as you can do with the general brush. And here it is. It's better to reduce the size of this brush, and here it is. You can also change the color of this flame. It's not required to be an orange color, it could be red, blue, green, anything, and you can paint around anywhere. It is very important when you want to create textures in a lot of photos. Try creating your own custom brush. Till then, keep learning and keep moving ahead. Hey, welcome back friend. In the previous lesson we have created a custom brush in Photoshop using a photo. So we had a photo of a fire flame and we have created a brush, and this is the brush, and we can change the size of this brush, make it big, small, and anything. You can use it as for printing blocks. You have to just click once, or you can go to the painting tab and change color. We can select a blue flame, we can select a magenta flame, we can change the color to almost anything, and it will retain the shades of the original brush. Okay, you can move to different panel here, photography panel, and let's create a solid and paint over the subject. So using this brush, we'll be creating a greeting card background template from this flame. So here it is, and we can use it for a lot of purpose. We can create textures, you can turn the opacity on and off. When you combine with the blending mode with the different photos, it will create amazing results. So there are different blending modes, from dissolve, darken to lighten colors to overlays and different colors you can try. You can change the appearance of your brush, you can increase, make it grayscale, you can do anything you want here. Next, we can create a solid with different color. Let's choose a darker shade of red. This will be used for a greeting card. Let's change the size of the brush, keep it a little bit smaller, and you can paint around in this canvas. You can also go to the brush properties and change different values. So let's change the color of this brush and try different colors. When you are satisfied, you can start painting over the canvas. So when we click once and hold for a moment, it will create blocks. Or when we hold the left mouse, click and drag over the surface, it will start painting. So you can use a drawing tablet, a computer mouse, anything for painting here. Okay, if you're drawing some illustration, it's better to use a drawing tablet. Otherwise, you can use a mouse. You can try combination of different colors to create this thing. Here we are creating this background that can be used for a variety of purposes. Can be used for graphics and design, can be used for printing cards, greeting card, an invitation, anything. And let's try to do this. Here we will be printing blocks, increasing the value. So here our brush won't paint outside the canvas, it will only print inside the canvas. This way we got this option. So here we are just creating this flame kind of effect in the corners and the edges of this card, and that card can be used to provide any text information in the center. So thus we are keeping the center information free. Okay, so this will create an advanced texture. So you can't create this kind of texture by any predefined brush. So we have created a flame, and you can rotate the canvas and paint it in a different way, because the brush will be oriented in the natural order while your canvas is tilted. So this way you can have curved effect. So be innovative and be creative here. You can increase the size of the brush to have a different effect and create an amazing animation. So this is how you can use a brush in a creative way to design something. You can change the color of the brush, you can use a combination of brush, you can use a combination of photos, and just apply. Be open to be creative, try new ideas, and try to create a variety of work in Photoshop. So when you learn different brush, different tools, different selection tools, it's better to combine them and experiment with this thing. So this is how we created this beautiful greeting card with the dark red background and the flames of orange and the yellow color appearing on the edges of this thing. It feels like when you place any text here in the center, it will feel like this is burning. It will have a story to your image. It will narrate a feeling. It will add the feeling of burning sensation here. So you can use it in a variety of purpose. Try to create your own thing. Keep learning and keep moving ahead. Hey, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you're going to learn about history brush tool in Photoshop. So here we got an image of a cute little baby and we just want to add some effect to make this photo look appealing, more appealing. So here we are just using the simple brush tool to paint some color over this baby. We are painting this dark black color uh, in order to have an emphasis over the baby. Okay, so this could be used in a magazine, a photo cover, or any digital place. Next we will be using the history brush tool, and it could be found right below the stamp tool. And here you can go to window and history to open this history panel to check what the actions you perform in the order of they have done. And next we just need to paint over the image the black cover, and it will reveal the previous action. Okay, so history brush will reveal the previous action that you perform. In this case the photo is revealed, photo of a infant. You just need to paint black color in order to make it appear, and after that we will paint some sections back with the general paint brush, and here we are covering with a dark color. So it will look like the portrait of baby is appearing from the dark. And you can also use a combination of different colors. We are using the white and the black color combination, and we'll fill the poster of this baby in between. And just place the history brush again, and it will reveal the baby again, the photo. You have to paint with black color if you have covered using the black color. If you have covered using white color, you have to paint with the white color. So history brush is very amazing. So now we have just created this baby. It looks like it's a poster. It could be used for magazines, wedding albums, or just birthday cards. It could be printed for a birthday card. If you're creating a greeting cards, New Year cards, Christmas cards, and different kinds of subjects, this kind of format can be used for sending an invitation or other things. You can refer back to the history panel to check the order of actions that you perform. And once you are unsatisfied with your work, just don't hesitate to press undo, or you can go to the history option. You can delete a particular action and revert back to the stage that you want to revert. So here just cover some more segment of this photo with color and start revealing more areas with the history brush tool. So here it is. We will try. So this is another version. Try to create multiple versions of your action in order to decide what you really want. Sometimes you can go with you have to take opinion of your family, friends, or colleagues. So in that case you will be ready with different options. So now next we can apply a gradient just over this image. The by default color is black and white. Just select it, or you can create a new layer by just creating a new layer on the right hand side, and then apply the gradient to this new layer. So once the gradient is applied, we will be using the blending mode. You can try different blending mode, but I will go with the saturation or color blending mode, just between the hue or saturation, and it will convert our photo to black and white. Okay, so this is the black and white color, and what we want to do is we will have the plain black background for some segment of the photo. The baby is generally covered in grayscale, the black and white tones, and then we will paint with history brush over the baby. So first we need to combine those two layers by holding the shortcut Ctrl+E to merge two layers. And next we will be painting with the history brush over the face of this child gradually and softly. You can also change the size of the brush and zoom into the subject if you want. And here we can reveal the color of this photo. So now this photo looks amazing. It looks like this portrait of the kid can be used for different subjects. It can be used for showing happiness, sadness, dedication, love, affection, anything. Photo editing is a skill that empowers you to express different emotions, different stories with your photos. Now we are just painting over the hands and the face of this kid to reveal the skin color, and next we can add some more color of the clothes that we want to add. So a combination of red, white and black works very well on a lot of social media platforms. So this way you can create a greeting card or a different custom image. So this is how you use the history brush. You can use a combination of blending modes, different skill set that you applied in the Photoshop, and try to combine different skills together to create an awesome photo. We'll be learning more in the coming lessons. Till then, keep learning and keep moving ahead. Hey, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you're going to learn about creating a travel postcard in Photoshop. So let's start. So here we got a photo of a beautiful snow mountains and an agriculture field and a clear sky, and we want to create a postcard here. So there are various ways to create a postcard, but we'll be using a simple effect. We'll be painting over this photo as it is painted. So here just create a new solid layer and create a mask. Don't forget to create a mask, because when you create a mask it will allow you to paint over this thing. Okay, so here just select the paint brush and the brush you want to select and make the color to black, because when you paint over a mask with a black color the background layer would start appearing. Okay, so here we have to paint over a certain section. You can paint over as if this is painted, this is revealed. So this kind of effect is quite popular among travel bloggers and travel influencers. A lot of Instagrammers also use this kind of effect, and now you know how to do this thing. So now it's point to make it perfect. You can change the color of the brush from black to white. So when you paint white over something it will work as an eraser. Okay, moreover you can use different blending modes that can enhance your photo. You can turn the opacity in a different way. So I won't be adding any blending mode, let's keep it in normal mode. You can change the size of this brush and paint over the screen to the particular section that you want. So here we just want some segments of this sky, some plants and this mountain, snow mountains. So you can paint in a different way. You can add text as well, just type a text, or you can add text by the brush itself. So here just like travel, we can write anything. So here this is not sufficient space to write travel, so we can create a logo here. We can create a mountain. You can add anything, just anything, it will start painting. You can draw something in shapes, you can draw outlines of the shapes and add the background as well. You can do anything with this technique. Okay, you can use different paintbrush because different paintbrush will have a different influence over things. I've created a custom brush, the fire brush, and we are using this to reveal, but you can use a different brush here. Each brush will have a different texture like oil paint, the watercolor and different thing. You could have a strong, you can increase the value of flow, anything. So just write any text. Here I'm writing snow, and it will reflect the color of the background. So here we have written in sky, so this thing is revealed. And now we want to write the same thing over this image as well. It will reveal the white color. So here we have changed it to white, so as it is working like an eraser, because this photo is being revealed in the white color. So just practice this technique. You can use a variety of photos. You can use the road trip photos, you can use oceans, sea, mountains, cityscapes. You can reveal the cities that you're going. So just try to apply this effect. Just take a photo, create a mask with different color. Here I'm using the white color. You can take mask of any color and just start painting over it and try to reveal your background subjects. You can also combine different photos as well. Just place them on the screen, on the artboard. place one thing on the right hand side, something on the left hand side, and when you start painting, it will reveal both of them as if they are used as a photo collage, but it is an artistic photo collage. So just make time to practice this skill set. The more you practice, the more you learn. So just take different photos from the cities, mountains, and the sea and practice a lot. You'll learning more in the coming lessons. Till then, keep learning, keep moving ahead. Hey, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you're going to learn about very interesting concept in Photoshop that's called action. Action allows you to automate certain tasks or operations for editing a photo or creating an artwork. So here we have 4 different photos and we can open the actions by just going to the window menu and just go move to actions. So once you have this action tab open, you can use any of the actions that comes pre-installed with the Photoshop, or you can create custom actions and you can perform actions. Okay, so what are actions really? So Photoshop action is a series of tasks or steps that you can play back or perform on a single or a batch of files. Okay, so here we got this photo. So actions are useful, say in the scenario where you have say hundreds or thousands of photos with the same lighting condition, same colors and different things. Say if you have traveled to a remote island, almost all the photos have the same composition and you have to set some adjustment layer for saturation, exposure, hue or something like that. And in order to perform the same steps again and again over multiple photos, it's better to automate it. So you have to perform the steps once, only once on a single photo. We will record the action and we'll go to all other photos and just press the play button. So this will reduce the time that we take. So here you can create an action by just moving to the create action option there. You have to provide a name for your action. Say here we write a gray action because we will be converting this photo into black and white, the combination of gray with some change in the red and green components. You can add a shortcut key here that will trigger you. Say if you set F12, or you can also set shift or control. Say if you press the shift F12, the same action will be played. Okay, so in order to record, just hit the record option and perform any steps. So here we have unlocked this background layer, first operation. Second operation is we are creating a black and white. So here we got this black and white color. We can change the value of reds, yellows, greens and blue. So let's increase the value of red and next decrease the value of yellow and the green color. Here we also got the cyan, the blue and the purple color, and we can change the values of these colors. You can perform any operation, say like that is general or uniform, somewhat uniform over photos. Say if you try to create a mask or crop any particular entity in a photo, other photos will have affected because you have to be in the similar way. Here if I use the pass tool, it makes no sense if we have a different subject of photo. So here we are just adding a gradient here, and the gradient we can change the value of gradient, the opacity and different other properties. You could add something more, try adding different adjustment layer, creating a duotone, tritone, gradient map. Okay, just do anything you want. You can add a text here, perform anything, and once you are done you have to just hit the stop icon to stop the action. So here all the steps are recorded, and next go to another photo and select your action and just hit the play button, or you can press the shortcut key. So what we have created a shortcut key, Control F12. So here we have applied this action. Okay, you can create any kind of action and this will help you automate things. A lot of people know editing, but the thing that distinguishes between a professional or a beginner, something is called action here. There are more concepts in Photoshop that professionals use to save their time, automate a lot of things. So this is the 21st century, is the age of automation, and you have to automate a lot of things here, and actions allow you to do this thing very easily and very quickly. Okay, so once you're not satisfied with an action, you can delete the layer that is created. You could undo the action. You can press Ctrl Z to undo the action, or just try a different action. So I would recommend you to just go to your photos and create certain actions, perform certain operations, and keep it generalized. And in the future, if you require these actions, you can use a different action. For example, you could create an action for adjustment layer like gradient map. You can create a yellow and blue duotone. You can create an action for grayscale, not just a general grayscale, a specific value with a red color reduced, green color increased, or anything like that. Okay, just try creating a combination of things and keep your actions ready. And later on, once you apply these concepts in Photoshop, practice well, you can create some advanced actions that you can't imagine very easily. Anything you can imagine, you can create with Photoshop. So be creative, keep learning, and keep moving ahead.